Sagafi Liberty Home Mortgage. And what are we talking about today? Should my first home be a two-family home? So if you're buying your first home and it's an investment, you're looking at this as, who knows, maybe you're in your early 20s, maybe you're 50 years old, who knows, okay? Let's say you're in your 20s and you say, look, real estate's an investment, because it is. In any capacity, move into the house you buy for 50 years, you invested in a home. But the question becomes, for my first home, should I buy a two-family? That is not a bad idea, okay? It doesn't mean that if you don't go with a two-family, you're making a bad move, but it's something to consider. Let's look at the ups and downs of going with the two-family, okay? Let's talk about some of the ups, okay? Two-family, FHA only requires a down payment of 3.5% of the purchase price on a double. So for example, you're buying a two-family for $200,000. 3.5% down on $200,000 is $7,000. If you go conventional, the minimum required down payment for a double is 15%. So on the same $200,000 home, you need $30,000 down to go conventional. FHA is owner occupied only. You have to be moving into one of the units in order to buy it. So you can't buy FHA if you're not moving into the house. So what happens is your first home, maybe you go FHA 3.5% down. So you get it with a little bit down. You don't need a big down payment. Keep your money in the bank. You move into half of the home, right? You move into one half of it, rent out the other. Who knows? Maybe your house payment is going to be $2,000 a month. And on a $2,000 house payment, maybe you rent out one side of it for $900. The next thing you know, you're paying $1,100. The other side is paying $900. So suddenly your normal payment of $2,000 is now $1,100. Somebody's paying half of it for you. Suddenly, you're not paying as much money there. Now you have more money to save. You can put more money in the bank. You can apply to the principal and pay that loan down. There's so many different things you can do. The other thing is, after you've lived there for a year or two, you move out of the house, convert the other side into a rental also. Now you're renting both sides out. Suddenly your payment's $2,000 and you're renting each side out for, who knows, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, one side's not renting for $900 anymore. Now it's renting for $1,100. Now you're renting out both sides for $1,100 each. That's $2,200. Your payment's $2,000. Keep in mind, you're not going to become a millionaire off of the cash flow of $200 a month, because when that hot water tank goes or the furnace goes, then you got to come up with $5,000. That $200,000 profit got eaten up really quick. But the rent is enough to cover the payment. The servicing side of the home, the roof, the furnace, the windows, the renovation, keeping it up to date, up to speed of the market, keeping it livable, things like that. That's just costs that you have to come up with. But keep in mind, you're deducting the mortgage interest. There's tax benefits that owning a home gives you that renting doesn't. Nonetheless, your first home, you go FHA, small down payment, you rent out half of it, you occupy the other half, eventually you move out, rent out the other side. To me personally, if you do it with a very disciplined mindset where, who knows, maybe you get a deal on the house and your payment's $1,500 and you're renting out half of the house for $1,200, who knows, okay? Where you're almost not making a payment. Here's what you want to do. You want to keep pretending that you are making a payment, hold yourself accountable to that, take that additional money, apply it to the principal of the house, pay that thing down, and this is how you go about doing this. This is where you could begin, and in 5 or 10 or 15 years, who knows, maybe you own 2, 3, 4, 5 two-family homes or rental properties or something like that. And I've got a little stable of real estate, and this is how it grows. Or of course, you could do what I do, which is just try to make everything overnight when you're young and just blow it all, fall flat on your face, damn near go bankrupt 800 times over, and then whatever it is, okay? But I've corrected all that, and I'm in a different place today. But nonetheless, your first home, should it be a two-family? I'll tell you this one, it could be a two-family. Analyze it correctly, budget yourself out there, understand it's an investment, and I'm telling you right now, it's not a bad idea. But for a lot of people, you go with the single family too. So there's a lot of different ways to go, but understand that's there. Make sure you're subscribing to my page, follow and like these on YouTube, comment, put questions in there. And if you do need a loan, I do lend in 45 states. Give me a call and we'll talk later.